I knew in my heart that some nerd in pajamas could whoop my ass. Look, you and one of the best boxers in the world right now in the room.
Oh, I'm him up.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
People are like, oh man, should I be a fighter? I was like, absolutely not. My first paycheck was, you know, 500 show.
Paycheck?
Yeah, paycheck.
You get paid? I remember Ray Borg.
Ray Borg right through in the air.
Oh my God.
Thanks, brother.
Hey. That Miami one, I was in a different place. I had to like tap into some darkness. I was different. I was like, ain't no way this motherfucker beat me 4 times.
When you beat him the final time, you your couch and you walk off. And then I ain't gonna lie, when you went like this, hey son, boom, you did that now.
Petty, bro. I just knew what I wanted to do in the back locker room. I was like, I'm gonna hit him with his
yeah.
But now it's my Ooh. This one for?
You son of a bitch.
How dare me? I was like, what's this alarm for? Oh, that's the other one.
He got it.
Whoops. You got me.
Oh, it's 15 time. World champion, Demetrious Johnson. You're listening to the MIGHTYCAST.
How are you, brother? Nice to meet you,
I
man.
think we never met properly.
No, we haven't. I met him.
I feel like I know you though.
Yeah, Demetrious Johnson.
Oh man. Oh, Israel. Adesanya. Pleasure to meet you, my brother. You all brother?
Welcome, brother. You're sitting right here. Not yet. I'm
what
right
I'm
now. You do when I say bartender now.
Barkeep.
Barkeep.
Yeah. Yes, sir. But yeah, it's Vegas. I think we leave on Sunday or Monday, so it's a hard and fast in and out. Yeah.
Because you went to California first.
Yeah, LAX real quick.
LAX.
Bro,
Oh.
the most quiet I've ever been in LAX.
Really?
Immigration, nothing.
Wow.
It was just dead.
Damn.
Went through. Because normally it's 2.5 hours of standing, little steps,
Yep.
little steps, little steps. Okay, cut the line, little steps. So the most quiet ever, and I was just like, thank you. I'm just excited to talk to you because I've never.
No, no, I totally agree too. He's like, oh, make sure. I was like, I ain't worry about no fucking UFC 300. I don't worry about all that bullshit. I was like, I want to get to know the man.
Exactly,
I want to talk about like.
I think you know what's funny as well. That one time when I was texting you, and then like a little misunderstanding.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
But again, the way you handled it is how a real man does. Because you didn't even like give me shit or anything, and then I was like, no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, and I was just like, fuck, you idiot, Israel.
Nah.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing in our line of
No
work.
ego. That's the thing.
There's no ego.
Some other people would have handled it differently.
Absolutely.
They would have been like, oh, what the f is he trying to say? Right.
Yeah.
And it could have been something else. But then you were just like, hey, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. And I was like, oh, no, my bad.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
I was literally just like, Israel.
He's like, what's that? What's up, Trump? What's going on here?
Nah, mistakes happen.
Nah. I don't think it was a mistake. I think it was just miscommunication.
Yeah.
Right?
Bro, congrats again.
Oh, thanks, baby.
Bro.
Thanks, baby.
That right there, and the way you set it up as well, and then you swung your leg over and just like the momentum rotated in.
Oh, yeah.
Was that bow and arrow?
Bow and arrow, yep. Correct.
Fuck,
Yep.
bro.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been in the gi.
Yeah.
But I know bow and I was like, yo, and the way you set it up and swept him, I was just like, he's a brown belt as well.
Yeah.
That's
He won his division that day. So it was, you know.
Can I ask one thing? How come you never, what's the guy, Brendan Sharp's friend? 260.
Bradley Martyn.
Yeah.
Are you guys rolling right now? Because this is good ass.
No, yeah, I didn't.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna do it. Okay. All right, we're going. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MIGHTYCAST. We got a special guest today. Our only guest when we're in Vegas, Izzy Adesanya, the Freestylebender. Always been a big fan of this gentleman.
Likewise, brother.
When you were fighting Charles, I was like, Izzy, get your black ass up.
I know.
Izzy, no.
Yes,
and I was like, he's
that.
too black, he's too fast. I was like, he said he's too black. I was like, goddamn right, he's too black. So. Thank you so much for giving us the time to have you here. So
I appreciate it, man.
We've already been vibing out, ladies and gentlemen. Apologize, but you said why? Oh, Bradley Martyn. You know, I look at Bradley Martyn as a gentleman who is looking for clout and he's saying these things, right? And for me, I've been about that life. I just proved I am about that life.
Of course.
Right? For free. Nobody.
If you know, you know.
Exactly, right?
If you know, you know. And when you said it, I can't remember, maybe on your show, you said like, yeah, I'll fight him.
Yeah.
And you said it to him, and it's still, but I'm 260 though.
Yeah.
It's funny. You know what's funny? When I was at when Jake fought Nate Robinson, I commentated that fight. Mike Tyson fought Roy Jones, and I watched that live.
Yeah.
And blah, 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 blah. Meet Jake Paul at the hotel. Then he invites me to his house. Get there. Crazy. This is during COVID times. Social distancing. But crazy times. We're in the house. And then at one point, there's a ring in the backyard. And I got word through someone that, oh, this guy's trying to get Izzy in the ring.
Yeah.
And I said, nah, I'm just here to have fun. I ain't doing none of that. And it was him. But I don't know the guy like that. But then again, anytime I see him with a fighter and tries to like, oh, how would I?
Nah.
I'm like, stop that. It's just.
He said, stop that.
No. For me, I'm like, for me personally, some people aren't even man enough to watch the jocks we fight in.
Yeah.
They're not even man enough or worthy enough to step in the ring or in the cage with us because you're about that life.
Yeah.
And when they, oh, how would I fare? How would I? I'm like, stop. That's not. But when I saw what you did to that guy, again, kudos, respect, man. That's why you prove. And I said this earlier on, what someone said about AI, Allen Iverson. I think Kobe said, if Allen Iverson was 6'6" or 6'4", it's a wrap for everyone.
Yeah.
If you was 6 foot,
Yeah.
bro, honestly, I swear to God, it's over.
Thanks, man.
The whole game is over.
Yeah. Matt said that one time. He goes,
Matt Hume.
He goes, fuck, man, if you were like 6'2", 6'4", we'd be fucking millionaires. Because, the flyweights ain't making no money, right?
Yeah, but that's bullshit, though, because I respect what you guys do, and I love when you guys fight, just the pace, the system you guys operate at. It's fun to watch, but a lot of plebs, noobs, casuals, they can't keep up. They watch it, it's like, what's happening? Stand them up, Red. It's like, it's too fast for them.
Yeah.
Bro, too fast. And there's details, even when you fight. For so long, whenever I watch you fight, there's details you do, and I'm just like, this motherfucker's it.
Yeah.
He's that guy. I think it was even Kid Yamamoto. You fought him, rest in peace.
Yep, rest in peace.
Rest in peace. At one point, and then when he was attacking you, I think in the third round, you dropped, and the shot you hit him with, bro, it was like a bullet.
Thank you.
Little moments like that, and I'm just like, man, this guy's fast. Bro, anyway, respect.
Hey, I appreciate it. Okay, now this is I'll take it. Now, what's going on, boys? This video is sponsored by PrizePicks. Now, PrizePicks is a daily fantasy sports game. Ladies and gentlemen, the NBA playoffs are going on right now. Obviously, I have no skin in the game because the Seattle Sonics, they took them away from us. But hey, your team might be in the playoffs, or even if they're not, that's okay. If you want to try PrizePick, all you got to do is go to the App Store, download PrizePick, whether you're an Android or iPhone user, and make sure you use my promo code MIGHTY. They will match up to $100 of your deposit when you use my promo code. Now, how does PrizePick work? It's very simple. You can pick amongst all the sports that are going on right now. NBA playoffs is going on right now. Let's say you like somebody who's, killing it right now. Somebody's going to land 25 points or score 25 points, do more or less. The cool thing about PrizePick is you're not playing against millions of people around the world. You're playing against the projections of what's going to happen in that game or the event itself. So if you want to try PrizePick, all you got to do is go to the App Store, download it, use my promo code MIGHTY, the match the $100 of your deposit. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make our sports watching more enjoyable. Make the right pick at the right place, which is PrizePick. Shout out to PrizePick for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to my boy Izzy, the style bender, Adesanya. You don't know this. The very first time I got introduced to you was I was leaving Las Vegas and I met your brother in an elevator. He came in the elevator and he goes, hey man, I'm a big fan. I think I was going, he came in, we're going down. We're sharing an elevator going down. He goes, hey man, my brother's fighting. His name is Izzy. And I was like, oh, and he goes, are you gonna watch him? I was like, dude, I'm about to jump on a flight and head somewhere else. And I was like, but I'm sure he's gonna be fine. Like, I'm sure he's gonna be good. So I jump on and I said, hey, it's very nice to meet you. I think your mom and dad were there too. Yeah. I could be wrong. Yeah. But I was like, hey, wish you guys some luck, but I'm gonna jump on a flight. So I jump on a flight and I'm watching this when you fought Brad Tavares.
Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas, yeah.
That was my first main event, and that was my maybe 6th month in the UFC.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's just crazy because I look at the time frame, I'm like, oh my God, I was almost on my exit out of the UFC because 2018, that's when I fought Henry and I left. And then you were just getting in and I'm like, God, it's crazy how fast time goes. But I remember saying hi to your brother and meeting your mom and dad, and then I jump on the plane. I'm sitting there watching, and I remember you did that Imanari roll.
At the end of the first round.
At the end of the first round.
Bro, that should be 5-0, but I think one judge gave it to him because of that moment. But again, I was
the judge doesn't know what the fuck they're watching. Right? You never know what they're watching, right?
Fuck those guys.
But I saw it and I was like, oh, wow, he's very fast. He understands distance. I was like, oh, he's not scared to try things. And you did the Imanari roll. And I was like, okay.
Crazy.
Okay. Then ever since then, I was like, okay, I'll keep an eye.
I'm glad you remember that. The Imanari roll. I missed the grab. I didn't catch up properly, but I was trying. I tried, and then he kind of flurried on the way up, and I was like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, we gotta try it.
Land. It didn't land. So that was the first time I got introduced to you.
Yeah.
But your background, so extensive in kickboxing, and you've done boxing as well. And you're a beautiful, beautiful dancer. I see you, popping and doing your thing. Yeah, I see you doing it.
My thing.
Where did you start in martial arts? Like, because I feel that story's never been told that I haven't been able to see it. I haven't watched your documentary yet because it hasn't came on, in the States or whatnot, or I haven't had the opportunity to
Shout
watch
out to
it.
Greed. That's why.
Who is it?
Greed. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's
You
another.
son of bitches. Everybody's trying to get a
I know,
fucking piece of the man's
exactly.
pie.
Yeah, but it's
Okay,
all good. It's a beautiful documentary.
Yep.
But dancing. Oh well, for me,
But where did you start for martial arts?
Martial arts.
Walk me through when you first, because I'm assuming you started dancing first in elementary or what is it?
Taekwondo as a kid in primary school in Nigeria. But Jackie Chan was my guy. Everyone, Bruce Lee's the man, but Jackie Chan was my guy.
Yep.
Because whenever he fought, he always seemed like he was having fun and he was clowning people. And then from there, I did Taekwondo as a kid, got to yellow belt, and my mom pulled me out because I started kicking everything in the house. Broke my arm. Yeah, I broke my arm and a lot of stuff. And then eventually, around the age 17, I watched Ong Bak, Tony Jaa.
Yep.
And then this looks really cool. I found a Muay Thai gym in my local town I was at, and within 6 weeks, I had my first fight.
Wow.
And I remember, again, it was one of those moments where I was like, holy fuck, this was just, I knew this is it, because the thrill I got beating this guy who was not 80 kgs, he was probably like 92. Smoker shows.
Yeah, so I was going to ask that. So it was a smoker show.
Smoker show.
It wasn't a pro fight, and you just went straight into Muay Thai.
And the guy already, he's in prison now, actually.
He's in prison.
He's in prison.
Fuck it, is he? I would have beat him if it was.
Now he's in prison now. But so when I was fighting him, I think I dropped him with a teep in the first round, and I got my confidence just rising. And I don't remember the fight because I was just buck wild. I was crazy. I was like a wild horse, a stallion.
Yeah.
And then people were like, man, you're this, you're amazing, you're that. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, all right. And then slowly but surely, it happened over time. And then I remember when I watched UFC 90 on pay-per-view, Silva versus Cote.
Yep.
And I remember thinking like, man, I could be the best in the world at this. Just watching Silva fight Cote. And I just related to him. I already knew Silva before that because I was watching the DVDs, back in the day, Blockbuster video.
Yep. But that was the one that stuck in your mind like, shit, he's successful.
I was like, skinny and black. I'm skinny and black. I can whoop these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And then from there, it just, I think I just knew. I always say from fight number 4, I said I was the best in the world, even though I didn't know I was.
Yeah.
Like Ali said. I said I was the greatest before I knew I was. I just felt it.
Yeah.
And then over time, it transpired into what it is now.
So that's crazy. So you went from Taekwondo, and then you had a long break because your mom pulled you out of it. I'm sure you're doing stuff outside of it.
Dancing was my, I guess, way to get street cred.
Okay. Dancing. And then you joined a Muay Thai gym. 6 months after that, you do...
6 weeks.
6 weeks, excuse me.
Yeah.
6 weeks.
Had my first fight.
You had your first fight, smoker fight, and then from then it just took off from there.
And at one point, I decided, I was in this little town called Wanganui. And then I just realized, I need to move out of this town because it was the same thing, same people, every weekend, that kind of vibe. And I was like, nah, I need to get the fuck out of here. And I did. And I moved to Auckland, and that's where I met Eugene, who's now my coach.
Yep.
And
amazing coach, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. And he just saw, okay. What I liked, though, he never tried to make me anything else.
Yeah.
He just like, okay, this is what we have, and he worked with it.
Yep.
He never tried to make me try and fight like him or his style, because some coaches do that.
Yeah. That's what happened to me.
Yeah, but for me, I was like, he just made me just be me.
Yeah.
And just fundamentals, the basics, just hammered it in. Even things like whenever I was in the ring, anytime you get on the ropes, break to the center. Every single time. It's like ingrained in me to the center straight away. So little details like that, he instilled in me from the get-go. So that way I just had that as my foundation.
Gotcha. Okay. So you went from there. Now you had a long kickboxing career, and then you've done some boxing matches as well.
Yeah.
What?
Side quests.
Yeah. What was it was like tournaments, right?
Yeah, I did 2 tournaments and a couple fights.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was the transition for you going to, you see it all the time, people do kickboxing. Your background's a kickboxer, a Muay Thai guy, right? Then they make the transition from that to mixed martial arts. You even see like Rodtang, he's dipped his feet in MMA.
Yeah.
Stamp Fairtex, John Haggerty's talking about fighting for Bruce Andrade for the belt. You made that transition. Why did you make that transition?
So for me, I knew in my heart that some nerd in pajamas could whoop my ass.
Well, you think about it. If you're in, because you look at the, some of the greats in kickboxing, Eric Hust, Roman Deckers, I mean, the list just goes on.
Yeah.
Those guys never made that transition. Then you have guys like Crow Cop, Mark Hunt, Alistair Overeem, they make that transition. So you're saying a gentleman, a nerd in pajamas.
And the gi could just,
Oh, okay, in the gi, okay, in the kimono. Okay, gotcha.
grab you and fuck you up.
Yeah.
So for me, I just know in my heart, like, I'm not well-rounded. And I knew, it's even now, like, say, how do I say this? It's how people pretend, I love fighting.
Yeah.
I love boxing. But if you want to fight, like, lock you in one of the best boxers in the world right now in the room.
Oh, I'm fucking him up.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like, we know what's going to happen, but why we pretending? It's like saying, okay, how do I say this without?
You say it. Hey, in this podcast, Yeah.
I am Israel Adesanya. I am a hot-blooded male. Even if I decided I identify as a female and I'm going to go box chicks and fight for the Olympics, am I a female?
No, you're not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even if I chopped it off, I am still a male.
Yeah.
So why are we pretending that a guy who only uses their hands can fight someone who uses their hands, feet, knows how to grapple, all that? So that was for me my moment where I was like, nah, I have to humble myself.
Yeah.
And throughout while I was kickboxing, I was always training jiu-jitsu. So I had to humble myself and realize I need a, and that's the hard thing. A lot of people can't, even shout out to Clarissa Shields. She's one of the only ones that actually did that. She humbled herself and said, I'm going to fight MMA. I'm going to beat these bitches up.
Yep.
And a lot of these boxers, they can't do that.
No.
Because they feel like they want to be at the top, king of the castle, all that kind of stuff. But I'm like, nah, humble yourself, learn a new skill. You'll suck at first, but you'll get better.
Yep.
I think Lomachenko and Terence Crawford, they're probably two of the only people I can say that, I know Terence can wrestle and so can Lomachenko. If they wanted to fight MMA, they could.
Yeah.
But
they're athletic enough. They have the mindset where like, hey.
And they know how to wrestle. They know like the details of certain things. So they can keep the distance, sprawl, and then brawl, knock motherfuckers out. Yep. But again, for me, that was my moment where I was like, nah, I just know in my heart, like, even if I'm a kickboxer, I could have done that whole thing, but I was like, but I just know some nerd in pajamas can choke me out, I just know as a man, like in an alleyway, it could happen. So I was like, nah, I need to be able to just be anyone, anywhere. Yeah.
So that's what made you transition to mixed martial arts and to pursue fighting in MMA just so you can be well-rounded.
Also, I like the gloves as well. Like the big gloves in boxing or kickboxing, you can hide behind those. You can just shield. And MMA, it's hard. And also when I hit people, I was like, I can find the spots easier.
Yeah.
Pop, game over. Yeah.
You want a shot?
Yeah, why not?
Service. Shot at Terramana. I know you're a big fan of WWE. What'd you think of WrestleMania, The Rock?
So I haven't finished it. I only found out it was on Netflix, and I tried to download it on the way here on the flight, so it wouldn't let me download it. But I watched the highlights of The Rock's fight. Yeah. I watched Logan Paul versus Randy Orton.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll finish the rest of it. But yeah,
fucking love it.
Still real to me, damn it.
Hey, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate you, man.
Pleasure.
Cheers.
Hey, always.
Cheers,
man.
Well,
breakfast.
Yes. Okay, so you make your transition into mixed martial arts. You go on a tear. You become the champion. I work at a gym called UFC Fit. They're always playing the highlights. And
where do you live? Where's your
Yeah, so I live in Washington State.
Not DC.
Not DC. Washington State in Seattle.
Suburbs.
From Seattle. Been there pretty much since second grade. And I jumped into mixed martial arts after high school. Met up with Matt Hume.
I always like that picture of you as a bricklayer.
Yeah.
Because even me, I don't celebrate my birthday.
Yeah. Why not?
Every other fucking week's my birthday. That's my, you know what I mean?
He woke up and goes,
but like it's always about me. In my life, even I'm sure in yours as well. So for me, I'm like,
no, I don't celebrate my birthday every fucking day.
I don't need another day that's all about me. But if my mom and dad want to celebrate me, people love me, sure. But September 4th, every year, because September 4th, 2013 was the last day I left my last 9 to 5. And I remember that day forever. Next day, I was on a plane to China. I planned to leave that job 3 times and I failed. And then that day when I finally made it, then I set it up properly. The next day I was on a plane to China.
Yeah.
And I lived there for 11 months and I fought about 24 times.
Damn.
1 month I fought every weekend, but I fight smart. So I'm not one of these guys who's rock and sock 'em.
You're defensive.
2 knockouts as well that month. So that month it was fight. And that got me my experience as in like XP points.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't buy that shit.
You cannot.
You got to do it. You got to. And I was there to, again, I was there to make them look good. Then when they realized, oh
fuck. Yeah, because they're like, oh, we're bringing this black guy over, we'll kick his ass. And
exactly.
you're like, nah, motherfucker.
I ain't no journeyman.
Exactly.
Okay, let's bring him on our side.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
You don't celebrate your birthday. You celebrate the day that you left.
Quit my job.
You quit your job and you try to quit it 3 times, you've gone back.
Yeah.
And you believe in yourself. Yeah. Right? Like, I love that story because a lot of athletes, people are like, oh man, should I be a fighter? I was like, absolutely not. Because it's a long road. It's your first paycheck, obviously times are different now. My first paycheck was, 500 shows.
Paycheck?
Yeah, paycheck.
You get paid?
Yeah.
You get paid? I think my first paycheck was, because I went to Australia, fought, and I came back, I think maybe 1,200 or 1,000.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was my first paycheck. I fought in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Kickboxing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is nice. But then when I started going to China and fight, because I go fly to China, fight there, come back a few times before eventually I was like, all right, I need to get the fuck up out of here. Because again, life was lifing. Yeah. And when life puts pressure on you, it's like God trying to like make me move, make me make a difference. And I was like, okay, I need to get the fuck up out of here. And I knew China had an opportunity for me. And forever grateful for those moments. Because again,
it was the experience points you got.
XPs and also a lot of fun stories.
Yeah, that's
what's up. Yeah.
He's like,
road dogs, man.
Fucking love that. Okay, you become a champion in the UFC. Like, what was that experience like? Like, you finally, you celebrate, when you quit your day job, you become the champion, best in the world, knock fuckers out, highlight, you're the man. What was that like? Coming from the background where you first started in Taekwondo, Muay Thai, and you jumped into mixed martial arts because you thought somebody in pajamas could fuck you up. Now you're the world champion. What was that like? You finally made it. What did that feel like?
Felt regular. So 221 Perth was my UFC debut. And I remember like someone was walking around with the old belt and I was like, yo, let me see that. Yeah. And I was holding it. I was like, yeah, one day I'm gonna get this. And I always knew I was gonna be champion. Yeah. Don't ask me why or whatever. And I just knew like, even now, you know what's funny when fans go like, man, I hope you get that belt back. I'm like,
you don't need it.
Fuck the belt.
You don't need it.
Heads.
Yeah.
I've always said this, the belt means nothing. Yep. So when I got the belt finally, I beat Gastelum, shout out to him. Always remember that. I remember just being like, the same. I felt no difference because I always felt like the champ. Yeah. I always did. And I unified it, my first defense with Rob Whittaker in Melbourne. Still to this day, the biggest gate.
Love that shit.
Oh, man. And also, you too, what I love, you emote.
Oh, yeah.
That's life, bro. People don't understand that, bro. I'm like, when I do that kind of stuff, I'm doing it for me because I like to be creative. But then all these guys like Ray Rod, Snatching Snacks, they get so much to work with. Yep. And they just fucking pop.
And it's also you living out because I know you're a big anime fan, right? You're also living out that inner child where you're like,
Ninja Kamui, you on that? Ninja Kamui, you watch that?
That's on
I watched on 9 anime. Oh no, Adult Swim. It's on Adult Swim.
Adult Swim. I haven't seen it yet.
No, I think we're 8 episodes in, maybe 9. You would love that.
Okay, I just finished Solo Leveling.
I just watched a bit where he fought what did he fight in the cave?
The stealth guy who he kills people. Yeah, it's good. Like that's the thing about before you leave, I got to get the one you just finished.
Ninja. I'll send it to you. Don't worry, I got you.
Send it to me.
That's the shit.
Is it? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna look for some new stuff because I finished Solo Leveling, and then you know how it is. It's like,
Takes
fuck,
a while.
I got
yeah.
2 more years, 3 years. So I just read the whole fucking.
Yeah.
The
What about Invincible? It's not anime, but you
I
watch that?
haven't watched it yet.
No, you gotta. Oh, bro, you have to watch Invincible.
That's on Amazon Prime, right?
Yeah, on Prime.
And that follows the story kind of like
It's
The
a
Boys.
comic book, yeah, like kind of like The Boys. Yeah,
Okay,
it is.
okay.
Bro. So the first episode was Sadiq. Shout out to Sadiq is fighting this weekend. He put me onto it.
Okay.
When I first watched the first episode, the end of the first episode, I was just like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, really?
One of the best fight scenes I've seen in a cartoon.
Okay, I'm sold.
Done.
Say no
Oh,
more.
bro, say less.
no more. Say less. Okay.
But good story as well. Excuse me. Good. And then even recently, X-Men '97.
So I'm waiting for all the good time. I heard everyone was crying.
You have kids.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
understand.
yeah,
You have a
yeah.
life. You know, you gotta understand. I get it. Nah, but X-Men '97. Even watching it, I was like, man, it feels like I'm back in the '90s.
Yeah.
But they made it smoother, and even Cyclops, like they
They did hear
leveled
my.
them up.
I was just upset when they did. I was just upset when they did the Rogue's
Storm.
butt.
Oh, who?
Like Rogue.
Oh, Rogue,
When they,
yeah,
you
when
know,
they're-
her ass was all nice and juicy, like
I
2
know.
fucking peaches
I
sitting
know,
right there.
It's
and now
it's this day and age. It's what
I
it
was
is.
so fucking mad. I was like, why you do that, man? Give me your heart when I'm
know.
watching 97. I'm like, yeah, let me show that thing.
You like that?
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to watch it, but
Yeah.
I
Ninja
love all that.
Kamui, X-Men '97, and Invincible. Oh,
Yeah, I've been seeing all of them, and there's just so much good content
Out
right
there.
now.
We're blessed, bro.
Yeah, that's a good. What a time to be alive, right?
Fuck yeah.
Sitting in front of one of the greats right here.
I was
no,
like,
you.
bro,
No,
nah,
no.
you, no,
hey,
you.
hey, come on now.
You, see this? Goosebumps. I swear to God, man. Honestly, like we haven't met properly, but I always felt like I knew you.
Yeah.
'Cause I love what you do. I love how you reference like anime, even in your life, your fights, the way you emote, the way what you stand for.
Yeah.
Everything. Because me, I always tell people, look, I'm no one's fucking guru.
Yeah.
I'm not your role model. Raise your own damn kids.
Yeah.
I've always said that. But you are a guy that the way you held yourself, even fighting, from where you came from to where you were, and then you left. I felt that you left on top. I thought you won that fight as well.
Oh, Henry.
I mean, you guys are cool now,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
but
we're cool, yeah.
but I thought you won that fight. But that was me.
Yeah.
I'm being biased. It was, bro, that. I remember Ray Borg. Oh my, was it Ray Borg?
Ray Borg right through in the air.
Oh my God. That was like the Showtime kick for me.
Oh yeah.
Those moments. I remember exactly where I was when I watched that. And again, you know how do when that happened. I got up, ran outside, ran back, ran outside. Nah, rewind it, play it again. And like what? And then I saw the breakdown later on how you were like, oh, I practice all the time.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, like suplex, boom.
Thanks, brother.
Just technique, bro. Beautiful. Just fucking
Thanks, man.
masterful, man.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't regret the fact what I chose to do when I got traded to one championship because
Yeah.
it gave me the opportunity to. I feel all the greats. You know, you fought in China.
Yeah.
You fought all around the world in kickboxing, boxing. I've only fought in the U.S. under one organization, so you got to experience all that.
But now you do that.
Now I've been able to do. I've done that, right? And I've done a Muay Thai fight, mixed rules, whatever. And
That was so cool. And you survived the beginning because I was, bro, the beginning.
I was hurt.
remember
I ain't
this,
gonna lie.
like,
I was gonna hurt.
I was just like, oh, fuck. Oh, no. And then when it was round two, I was like, oh, here it comes. I could see the change.
Yeah.
And then he was backing up.
Yeah.
And I was like, welcome to my world.
Yeah, my boy.
I'm the captain now. Look at me. I'm the captain now. Oh, you took him. And it's like,
Oh fuck.
because I was nervous, man. I was like, oh, 4-ounce gloves. And then he fucking slangs too, man.
Yes.
Oh, my God. He slangs like a motherfucker.
He's been the only other person that's hit me, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah,
Like
you feel that.
Oh, I felt it. Like when he hit me, he hit me. And I was like, oh shit. Grab the motherfucker, and I grabbed him, and then he elbowed, and I was like, then I started getting because it's Muay Thai is different. It's you go right, and MMA it's like you're moving, measuring distance, elevation change, you're measuring the void.
Yeah.
And so with that, he just clocked him right off the start, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And then it just became a fight, and then obviously in the second round, my boy James, shout out to my boy James, he goes, look at him, he's fucking running now, and I was like, get him, and I was like, things have changed, right? And but
Again, it's a real fight.
it's a real fight.
Bro, let's not go back on there, but this is exactly what we're talking about. It's
Yeah.
a real fight now. It's
Yes.
like, oh, now I can grab you.
Yeah.
I can throw you on the ground.
You ain't
wanna
gonna come up
mess?
in my face and fucking punch me. I'm gonna grab you and slam you, right? And that's one of the things that I love about mixed martial arts, right? But see, here's the thing though, like I love that I try to be a purist in my mind, but it also makes me second guess it because when I watch I feel you can wrestle. I feel you can clinch. and you move so good, and you show and you kick, and the way you throw and you show your feints and how you
good
move.
impressions as well. I like that.
Yeah, well, because I watch you and I study, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm like, you're so fast and you're athletic. And then I'm like, I know he can do it. He's athletic enough. He can do that stuff. And there's a part of me, it's like, well, he doesn't have to. He doesn't need to.
Not yet.
Not yet, right? And that's why I tell people, everyone's like,
It's a trump card.
Yeah, exactly, right? Until somebody gets you there.
I'm like, boy, put me on my back. Watch what happened. Example, even the Brad Tavares.
Yeah.
I think I had him in a triangle at one point, and in the end of the fight, 5th round, I had him in a guillotine, but I didn't cinch it up properly, so it wasn't really tight. Gastelum, I had him in a triangle.
Yep.
What else?
Do you feel that you don't use that because you don't have to? That you're
Exactly.
athletic? Okay.
Every fight starts on the feet.
Yep.
I'm the best here. I'm like, cool.
Yep.
I'm like, take me down and show me. Then I can use it against you.
Yeah.
But again, I can wrestle. Yes. I love how these fucking casuals think. How do you think I got this far?
It's not just them. I sit around like, okay, if I was to beat Izzy Adesanya, how did I do it with everybody? Even doing it myself.
Of course.
I was like, if I was to fight myself, I'm gonna wait outside. Well, I'm wait outside and try to get me frustrated.
If I was gonna fight me, exactly.
Yeah.
I think about that as well. I was like, well, how would I beat me?
Exactly, right? So I'm like, I'll fucking wrestle Izzy. I'm like, Izzy, here I come, and try to take you down. But then I'm like, well, he can wrestle. He can also have great takedown defense. The hardest thing is getting to Izzy. How do I get to
gap.
The bridge the gap. How do I cross that void without getting slept? Right? That's the dilemma. And you keep people there.
Yeah.
Right? And so I sit there and I think, and I was like I said before, this is why I had that struggle, my inner struggle. And I was like, well, if he doesn't have to, people have to go get him. And if he's mastered that distance and that void and drop people, there's no reason for him to change. Right?
I'm still learning.
But you're still learning, right? You're still learning, right?
Even on the stand-up, there's some stuff me and my team are working on right now as a team because we're great on the outside.
Yep. You're master. You've mastered outside. When
Pereira
you go lateral.
fight, the one in Miami, I remember telling Eugene in the camp, I think 4 weeks out, I was like, yo, I'm going to stress you out this fight because that fight will work in mid-range.
Yep.
So that's why in Miami, you see, I was in his face a lot.
Yeah.
I was trying to get at him, but he was so long and able to evade that eventually when he hurt my leg, I was like, right, you know what? I'm going to bring him to me.
Yep.
But I told Eugene, I was like, I'm going to stress you out because I'm going to get in his face.
He was like, no.
He's like, okay.
Yeah.
He's like,
oh, good. So he let you cook.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
He lets me cook. You know what I mean? So yeah, when it came to that moment, I was just, and that, again, about a year ago, this time, a year and 3 days ago, you know what I found funny? Normally the UFC, they like their on this day type posts.
Oh yeah, on this day type post.
Yeah, but not this time because it's. So I was like, if they're gonna celebrate me, I'll celebrate myself.
Yeah, you did. I saw that. I saw that.
I thought it was gonna come, but I was like, oh, nothing. I was like, oh, of course. You know why?
They're about to try and sell a whole bunch of pay-per-views. They gotta make him seem like he's a man.
But I gotta remind them. I gotta remind them just for my own self.
Yeah.
Because fuck the fight. It's not even about the fight. Because people, they're so fucking stupid. This guy, first fight in China, I thought I won. Anyone who's watched the fight, these casuals don't, these plebs don't. I thought I won. Even he thought I won till he got his hand raised. Okay, cool. Second fight, I'm beating his ass.
You're talking about Alex?
Alex, yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
You
Alex Martyn.
Martyn.
You know.
I can't say his last name right, so I just call him
Pereira.
Alex.
Pereira.
Okay.
Yeah. But second fight again, I'm beating his ass and he gets me. And again, New York. Beating that, rocked him, took him down, held him down, beat him, and he gets me.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. You weren't even out. You didn't go out cold. You're moving. Trust me. I was like, get to Izzy.
Watch this. I was waiting for him to throw the knee so I can grab.
Yeah.
But then same ref, shout out Mark Goddard, let Jamal Hill almost kill Glover. And same ref let what's his name, Kelvin Gastelum against me in the fifth
almost
round.
Let him
Like how many knockdowns?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I was fine. And then for me, I just knew I can beat this guy.
Yeah.
It wasn't about proving it to anyone else. It was about myself. I know I can beat this guy. So that Miami one, I was in a different place. I had to like tap into some darkness for that camp. People who knew me, I was different. I was like, ain't no way this motherfucker beat me 4 times. And it's about the story. So now I beat him once. Like, how ironic. I beat him once. But then watch this. If I fight him again, I knock him out, what's that? What are they going to say?
Oh, you already did that.
Oh, it's 3-2.
Yeah.
No, best out of 7. I'm like, bro, I'm 34, man. Yeah. I've only got certain more fights left. Why am I going to fight the same guy how many times? I just want to prove to myself
that you can do it. And it was like you said, that was the best. The first MMA fight, He was
And
almost
at the
at the
bell.
end. He was at the bell.
Boom. And then the hook. He
Yeah.
jumped in right there. And I
Yeah.
swear, he just walked. And he can recover well, man.
Yeah, of course, because he's done his whole career from kickboxing.
He can recover well. So
Right?
I think so, not even just physiologically, I think spiritually, there's something behind him. That's why his whole ritual and stuff like, bro,
Yep.
that I had to tap into my own ancestry.
Yeah.
I microdosed a little bit for that camp.
You're like, don't do that.
Oh yeah, I'll be in the shower.
Yeah.
Because the shower, I think, is the most honest place on the planet.
Why?
I think
How so?
you're naked.
Okay.
A lot of white space. You've got the element of water running over you, and you can like manifest and create a lot of stuff in the shower. So that camp, I was in there just like, yeah, I made some things happen, and I just energized myself, and I tapped into my spirit. And I think for him as well, he's always doing that. So I was, again, I take inspiration from it. So I was like, let me tap into my ancestry, find out who I am.
Yeah.
And that really helped me in that fight. Like I remember I was walking out. I don't even know. I had a dog collar on from Jet Li.
Yep.
Unleashed.
Was it credited to
Jet Li?
Jet Li, but DMX is in that movie. Unleashed.
Unleashed,
Okay,
the movie. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's my fucking house. Let's go. And then it's funny when you walk out. Do you ever look at your eyes and be like, "Who the fuck is that guy?"
Something like that. Yeah, a little dark place for myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Because
like.
when I watch my fights back, I look at my eyes. And I'm
Oh,
like,
you don't recognize that person.
I know he's
yeah,
there.
Yeah, but it's
There he is.
yeah.
It's Izzy now. I'm fun.
Yeah.
Loving.
But when
Sure.
it's time to go, you're like, don't.
When people meet me, they're like, "Oh my God, you're a lot nicer than I thought." First, you're a lot taller than I thought you'd be.
Hey, I ain't gonna fucking lie to you, dog. When I saw you coming, I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. I was like,
I know.
I'm not getting close to him.
Yeah.
We're to fight. That's not gonna happen.
Everyone says that. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what the TV does. Maybe it shrinks me or whatever. But
Well,
the
you're just
same
next
thing.
to someone who's average.
Yeah.
Well, not average, but the same height.
Yeah.
And then me being 5'3",
Yeah.
things look a lot different, right? So
And they're always like, oh, you're a lot nicer than I thought. Well, I'm not trying to fight you.
yeah, exactly.
It's different. If I'm fighting you, then it's a different mentality.
Yep.
Yeah.
I fucking love it, man.
Yeah, man.
1 second. How much more time does he have?
We can just go on forever. I'll just have to do some signings. That's
I want to
all.
make sure. I want to be respectful.
I
wanna get
appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's why I fuck with you, man. We got time. Let's do another 20. We got time. Another 20. Yeah, easy.
Okay. No, I loved when you beat him the final time. You fuck your couch and you walk off. And then I ain't gonna lie, when you went like this, hey son, boom, you did that now.
Petty, bro. I'm petty, bro.
Hey, at least you're honest about it, right?
I know, but
you're honest about it.
I remember.
Yeah.
And you know when you walk out, you see everything because you're so hyper aware. I saw everything. I knew where it was Trump, Kid Rock, and Mike Tyson next to Dana. I knew where my family was. I knew where his family was. So as soon as it happened, because I got up and I just knew what I wanted to do in the back locker room. I was like, I'm gonna hit him with his shit.
Yep.
But now it's my shit.
Manifest.
Yeah, exactly. So bah, and then I walked around. I was like, where are they? Where are they? Hey. I'm sure I'll see him this weekend. He's around because I'll be at the fight this weekend.
I know you guys are cool.
I'm cool. I like Alex. It's the poor Tods that they're fucking.
Yeah.
You know, as usual. You know what they are. But yeah, no, I respect him, and I honestly, he's a special fighter. He's a special human being. What he's done in this game, in fighting, and for his life as well. And I'll always respect him, and I'm grateful for those moments because. For me, it taught me so much about myself and where I can go. Yep. Similar like the Kelvin Gastelum fight.
Yeah.
It let me know
your limits. You're like,
you can go more.
Fucking die. Like,
let's go. And then that one, I was ready to die.
Yeah.
But this one, I just knew. I was like, there's no fucking way this guy. I swear to God, man. I was like, I will die. 4th time's the charm. 4th time. And then I got it done. Then I knew, like, nah, Israel, there's levels. You can go more. You can go more. So stay tuned.
No, I can't wait. I remember.
It's not going to take like another 7 years before I get Strickland. Stay tuned. You watch.
Hey.
You watch.
Whoever you fight next, whether it's Strickland, DDP, whoever it is, you know my black ass gonna be sitting there watching it, rooting for you.
Thank you.
Let me take a little curve real quick. Service, would you like another shot, sir?
Why not?
Give me another shot, sir.
It's early.
Yeah, it's
Come
early.
on, we're in Vegas.
I know you got a big party on Saturday, so I'm trying to get you, conditioned
We're prepping
prepping yourself.
I call this the last hangbender. Me and Dan Hangman, you love him. You've never
Dan?
met him. He's the man. He's my boy.
He's got the way he fights too. I can't remember that one fight he was fighting somebody and he was fucking just going ham.
I think it was
Body
Dustin
shot. Dustin Poirier, yeah,
second round. Bro, I thought that was over, man.
Jeez.
Cheers.
brother.
Shout to you.
Cheers.
Ooh, do you smell what the Rock is cooking?
The final boss.
That hits it.
Okay. Now, another question I want to talk about was, I feel as an athlete in mixed martial arts, there was a point in time that, they would do the UFC summit and they'll tell you, hey, you got to invest your money. You got to do something because it's you're not going to be able to fight forever.
Yep.
And you see a lot of champions in our past that you don't really have a lot of it. You look at Spencer Fisher, granted he was never a champion. The list just goes on. Those guys never have nothing to show for themselves. But I see you and your family are building the projects, not the projects, but
I know what you mean. Projects. I know, not American projects.
Not
like
American projects, but
actual projects. Yeah, housing projects.
Housing projects. Thank you. Tell me about that. Like when I saw that, see, for me, what I love about doing the MightyCast is I want to truly, genuinely get to know who you are. What makes you tick, right? I don't give a. You're gonna fight. You're gonna fight DDP. I don't give a fuck about that. I want to know what makes you tick. What made you? Oh, it's cool to see your parents come on, I gotta invest your money, son. I want to make sure when everything's done and said, you have a wife, you get your kids, and you're like, I ain't got no fucking work. I'm set. I gotta go to Walmart and greet motherfuckers. Ain't happening. Not for me. Tell me about this project you and your family are doing.
So you haven't made, even to side note, there's one picture, I even have it on my phone somewhere in the screenshots. It was you in the cage with Mighty Wife, and it was you had the pose. Boom.
Oh, yeah, sir.
That right there, beautiful. I think I even texted you about that. I sent you a DM. I was like, yo.
You real motherfucker right now.
Oh, bro. Beautiful. Those moments, because me, it's hard now, because you've been with her for how long?
Fucking almost married for 12 years.
She was there from the jump.
From the jump. Second amateur fight. We're together.
She was with you shooting in the gym. She was with you shooting in the gym. So again, for me, I don't have that because now it's different. Like any bitch that comes in my life,
they know they getting. They know.
No, they think this is like their fucking happily ever after, and I have to be like, nah, baby, like this is not that. Yeah. But everything I do is for my future wife and my future kids. I want to set this up so when I'm done, I can just be like, again, those years 0 to 8, 7 before they start thinking they're cool and with their friends. I want to be there because I've seen the difference when you're there in your kid's life. I've seen like Camille and Bobby, Frano and Chris. They've raised them. He's a producer, so he's been in their life. They, I think, 2 or 1.5 and 4 now. Excuse me. So polite, respectful, very self-aware, and very caring about everything around them because their parents are in their lives. Not like these kids who they get sent to fucking daycare and then they come home, babysitter, and then dad comes home around like 8 p.m., barely sees their kids. So I'm doing all this shit right now so I can be in my kid's life, like raising them.
Yeah.
So everything I'm doing is for that. And also you look at guys like, say, Michael Jordan, Khabib, rest in peace to his dad. He's in his camp, in his corner. My father is a chartered accountant. He can't be in my corner like that. So I always say this, the UFC know what I get paid, but they don't know what I'm worth. And that shout out to my dad. Because my dad is quadrupled my net worth. And when I came back from China, I had like 6 figures, right?
Damn.
But
you weren't even in MMA.
No.
Damn.
No, I was the highest paid foreigner in China, the highest paid contract for foreigner. And then my dad's like, Mobolaji, we should invest in a house, this and that. I'm like, Dad, I don't want to buy a house. Because I didn't know what it was. So I thought like, I don't need that responsibility. So I go there, buy this chain, buy these shoes. I'd always go broke. And I'll make money again through fighting. And then I just, even when I didn't have money, I was very giving, very caring. And I just knew money is just fucking tokens. You make it back.
Comes and goes.
And then when I go in the UFC, I realized, right, Israel, every time you don't listen to this man, you lose your money. How about just pay attention for once? So my first UFC paycheck, first thing I bought was my first house. And then now we've grown the portfolio quite largely. And that's all thanks to my dad because he saw the vision. And again, it's not for me. It's for the future.
His kid, his grandkids.
And who else would you rather have in your corner? Because without him, bro, I would have been fucking ripped off so many times, man. I'm not, I wasn't the best kid in school or student. I wouldn't say I'm illiterate, but I'm dyslexic, so reading contracts for me ain't my shit.
Well, they have all this different language in there. Where it's
my dad will read them and start highlighting shit like, we're going to change that. We're going to like highlight it. We need to change that, amend this, send it back, and make him bring it back. So having him in my corner, and my brother as well, David, I'm grateful. My dad is the OG, and he's in there just constantly like an eagle, watching, making sure everything's like all dots I's, all T's crossed.
Yeah, that's what's up. Because there's a lot of athletes you don't have that. Right? They win. I remember when I got my first WC, they was like, I'm gonna give $65,000 whoever gets that. I was like, oh, I'm about to buy me. I'm about to ball. I'm gonna give me a fucking watch. I'm gonna buy me a car.
Yes.
Matt turned around and goes, you're gonna buy a fucking house.
Matt did.
Matt, because I didn't have so
Good lad.
I didn't meet my dad till I was 30 years old.
True. Wait, you didn't know him?
I didn't know him. Yeah.
Oh damn.
My mom, she's doing her thing. Fucking 4 men, 4 different.
Classic.
Yeah, classic, right? So I didn't have a father figure. Matt was kind of my father figure, and he was like, "No, you're gonna invest."
Good
so
lad.
my whole entire career, I would fight and win, and then I would just invest, and then so because when I'm all done, I don't want to be like, "Fuck, I gotta go work somewhere else," right? So when I saw you doing that, I was like, it's such a breath of fresh air, right? Because you don't have to invest your money. You just be like, nah, I'm gonna keep on fighting and buying jewelry and all that stuff. And you got to treat yourself, right? Because
I love my shit. I'm shiny. I love my shit. You know how it is. You know how it is, my boy.
So you got the Sky Brother on. Okay,
so this is a gift. Shout out to Turkey, His Excellency. It was a gift from the guy from Saudi Arabia, His Excellency. Yeah, bro, over there. Have you been there?
I have not.
Man, I think in the next 5 to 10 years, that'll be bigger than like the UAE.
You think so?
Because I've been invited 4 times.
Damn.
So the first time I got invited there, women only just got allowed to start driving. I know.
Damn.
Like that was 2019, I think, or 18. They only got allowed to start driving. The second time I went there was a lot of traffic, not jokes.
They're all fucking acting like, you see, Your Excellency? That's why I don't let these motherfuckers drive.
Nah, so I've been invited 4 times, but every time I go back,
they're trying to see
it's not even traffic. It's just like the buildings, everything, the production gets leveled up, leveled up. And then, yeah, I can just see like he's really passionate.
Yeah,
Turkey is. And he's the guy that's just, and they got unlimited funds. Like, you see the fucking trailers they do for their fights?
Oh, yeah.
They get Clint Eastwood, all these motherfuckers. I'm like, yo, this is a Hollywood actor. And they fly them in, do a production for a fucking trailer. I'm like, that's just a trailer for the fight.
The fight, not the fight.
And then go to the
itself.
fight itself, production. Like the one I went with Francis for the
Anthony Joshua?
What's his name? Tyson Fury. Bro, the production was crazy. He had Lil Baby performing, someone else, Eminem was there. I'm like,
what the fuck? Yeah. See, that's right. For me right now, I'm in a period where
you gotta go. They'll invite you. Turkey will invite you. I think you need to go because it's a vibe over there.
Okay, no, I would love to go. Like for me, I feel when they do those big mega fights, it's like it gets me excited because look how many people are showing up to see an amazing event, right?
Yeah.
Where now, it was funny you talk about like the trailers for fights now. I feel the only organization in the business right now that does banger trailers, and they don't even have to, is Ryzen. Ryzen, Dream, and Pride have always done banger ass trailers. Where it's like, "Hurrah! He do does it, good dad." He's like, "Pop, pop, pop." It's like, "I'm gonna fuck him up." It's like, it's actually.
You know who else does really good ones? Stay hydrated. That's my boy right there. Stay hydrated from Freestylebender.
Hey,
so he's the one Freestylebender. He does all the edits and stuff. And anytime I need, like for my fights, I like to conceptualize things. So trailers, but I got onto him because he made a highlight of me. It's on his YouTube. It was like maybe 40 something minutes long.
Damn.
A movie. Shit off stuff he got off the internet. And I watched it and I was like, yo, this kid's the fucking shit.
Yeah.
And I remember hitting him up being like, yo, we gotta work. And eventually now he works for me.
Oh, that's awesome. So that's a beautiful story.
Exactly. But he's the man. And he does great trailers.
Come here.
Yeah, no, but he does great trailers, man. He does great trailers. Yeah,
the producer,
so they can see you.
I wish I had the same story with my buddy Michael, but he wants you right here.
Yeah, right here.
Right here.
Oh, right here, so they can see you.
Oh, you're a round of applause.
Thank you. Yes.
Right here.
Nah, but I'll tell you, like all the stuff you see on my YouTube. Shout out to David as well, because I was like, and also even you got your YouTube pumping up as well, but because me again, I was just like. YouTube, that's too much work. Like, I'm stubborn, bro.
Yeah.
My mom used to call me a rebel without a cause.
Yeah.
When I was young. So
why you acting a fool? You ain't got no fucking reason to be acting a fool.
I don't want to do YouTube. Yeah. And then David was like, yo, just shut up. Just be there. I'll do everything. And again, now we've done this, got over 1 million subscribers.
Congratulations. Absolutely. It inspires us.
I wanted to go on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
This is when OnlyFans was like all sex work.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I did the calculations. I was like, if I get maybe $2, $3 a month subscribers and I get this many subscribers, I was going to be a bajillionaire.
Yeah.
But then UAE, China, a lot of African countries, it was banned because of the connotation with
Of
sex
course,
work.
yeah.
And I listened to the name. This is before everyone. I'm the first male UFC athlete or fighter to be on OnlyFans without showing my dick.
Yeah.
First month, I think I made about $7,000.
Damn.
Then I made it for free because I was like, okay, I didn't want to rip people off.
Of course.
But I saw the name OnlyFans. That has nothing to do with sex work.
It doesn't.
And I know this right here is OnlyFans. It's only for fans.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to my OnlyFans page. I'm gonna be posting exclusive content. Some of the content I'm gonna be posting nobody has ever seen before. Like my archives of all the training videos I've done in my whole entire career. Also, I'm gonna be posting about my diet, my recovery, and some behind the scene of my jiu-jitsu and when I go to competition. Make sure you guys subscribe. We're gonna be posting exclusively on OnlyFans.
And I was like, if someone's gonna talk shit about me,
Yep.
at least they're paying. So then when I realized, okay, it's banned in all these countries, let's go to YouTube. And YouTube's done well. Like David's got a fucking AMG that he bought off YouTube money. So I was like, hey, do your thing, buddy. Oh, there he is. Hey. He's outside. So I'm like, you know what? We're doing well off YouTube, but yeah. OnlyFans would have been the one though.
Yeah, but I think what you're doing with the YouTube, I think it's also showing a different side of you and building your brand, right?
Yeah.
Because when I first started on the YouTube space, it was all about gaming because that's something I love to do.
Bro, P-Dub, what do you call it?
PUBG?
P-Dub, PUBG, yes.
Yeah.
You play Helldivers?
I have. I saw that thing okay.
That's my new one.
I saw you did it. It was like, as a hell diver, why?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, what
Why
the
is it
fuck?
Helldiver? Yeah. Now, something I saw online, I'll repost that. But now, Helldivers right now is the thing that got me on, like, back into gaming, I guess.
Yeah.
I sit there, I'm just like, it's fun. It's stressful.
Yeah, stressful, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. What level are you? On Helldivers, what level are you at the moment?
Oh, fucking 13.
13. I am, I think, 19 or 18 at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. Could get better, but it's just, yeah.
But you're traveling, you have so much.
Yeah.
With the kids, I'm sitting there, I'm like, I gotta take out this fucking buckle. Dad, I need. My daughter, she's like, Dad, you're not listening. I was like, fuck it.
Damn.
I'm gonna come take care of you.
Yeah.
Okay, I only got so much time left. Loved everything you've done, and I can't wait to see. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate
Always,
it.
man. Nah, I mean, this is cool.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be at the show now?
Nah, I'm not gonna be at the show. We're gonna Saturday. We're gonna try to find something to do after. We're gonna sit here and watch the live reaction.
Okay, yeah.
And then we're gonna try to
live reaction here.
live reaction. And then we're gonna try to
Can I
find
ask a
something to
question
do.
off camera? Is
Yeah,
it?
I don't fucking care. What the fuck?
Well, why aren't you at the show? You don't
I don't
want
to be.
You don't want to be.
I like to be in the shadows.
Okay, fair.
I mean, I love mixed martial arts.
You're
and
DJ, man, the Mighty Mouse. You
I
could
know, but-
easily, if you want to.
I know if I wanted to, but I like to be behind
You've
the
been
show.
there. Okay, fair,
I've
fair,
been there.
fair.
It's those guys' time
What's
to
the
shine.
T-shirt? Yeah.
No, I just I don't. I think eventually I will be back. You know, go to the shows
Just to
and all that
watch,
stuff. And
yeah.
it's honestly, I only have a select few people I like to watch.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
You're one of them, right?
When I fight live someplace, you gotta watch me live.
Absolutely, I
wish I could
sweating my
watch
ass off.
you live at one point in your career. Also, even Burt Watson, I wish he was around when I missed him.
Yeah, it's time to go.
Man.
If it ain't Peter Bell Jelly, KY Jelly,
This is what we do.
Why we do it? He goes, don't fight here, fight now. Yeah, that's what you get paid.
I love the energy, and I love Heidi. Shout out to Heidi.
Heidi,
She's the best. That's Auntie.
Absolutely.
We love
Love
her.
her.
But again, I would have loved to what you. Ooh, this one for.
You son of a bitch.
No. How dare me? I was like, what's this alarm for? Oh, that's the other one. Fuck.
He got a burner.
That's my whole phone.
He was like, oh shit, this was on.
Whoops. You got me.
Yeah, I got damn it. He tell me over there, he always tell me what to fucking do. I hate that so much.
Two phones. But you need that.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what's next. I know I remember we were trying to get you on earlier. You say, hey, I want to stay off because I want to work on my craft and get myself ready for the MMA for your next fight. Super excited to see it. This is your opportunity to tell the fans where they can find you.
To find me on Instagram, Stylebender, the Twitter X, Stylebender, TikTok, Freestylebender, YouTube, Freestylebender. What else? Fucking, you don't know where I live. You can't find me. I should have a stalker.
Do you really?
But she's gone now.
Oh.
I had to tell
Did
her.
Paulie take care of her?
Yeah, no, I did.
Oh.
It's kind of hot though.
Wait, 1 second. Ladies and gentlemen, let you know, when Izzy got here, he was like, hey, I'm 5 minutes out. Somebody comes into the studio and I'm like, who the fuck's this guy? And he goes, oh, I'm Paulie. I'm his security guard. I was like, you got a security guard? I was like, God, it must be nice to have a security guard. I never had a security guard.
I have them, not like for me, I don't need, I could have come here for myself, but they like to, this is an experience. No, but it's an experience for them.
Absolutely.
Like come to see DJ, hang out, whatnot. But for me, having them around is more about fans. Because last year, allegedly, I might have clapped 2 people.
Yeah.
Take a warm hand to their face because I'm a human being.
Yeah, absolutely.
And my fuse is long.
Yep.
But I'm a human being. Some days
you gotta respect him. You gotta respect
my fuse
yourself.
is short some days. And I told you about the one before where I was just walking through and the guy was excited in the crowd. I think it was at Larry June's concert. Shout out Larry June, Numbers. And then, let's go, champ. But you hit me like a horse, like on my back, like, let's go. I'm like, what the fuck? And I just took a backhand straight away, like, bro, what the, what? And then he looked shocked.
Yeah.
And then eventually I bought him a shot and then said, bro, I know you're excited, but don't do that again. And he was just like, I'm a fan, I'm sorry. I'm like, yeah, but don't, let's go, champ.
Yeah.
I'm like, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, bro, yes. And I think sometimes because I'm a fighter or whatever,
you should be able to take that.
Actually, for you, it'll be worse because you're 5'3", and I'm sure there's guys sometimes who think, oh, this is DJ, and they try and do this shit to you, and then you have to be like, motherfucker.
I'm like, please, I don't want no problems.
Nah, this bitch. Bro, honestly, I don't know how you deal with it, but I'm sure you'd be like, motherfucker, I'll drop in your hair right now.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch. I just want to see you right now. But I'm 6'20", I'm 220 or whatever. Bitch, I'll slap you.
Hey, I appreciate you so much, man.
I appreciate you. You're the fucking man, bro. And I'm glad we got to connect and link up. Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this podcast with my good man, Izzy Adesanya, make sure you leave a like and also subscribe to the channel. We drop another Vulcan banger.
Down below.
We out, baby.
Easy. We're going to go forever, bro.
Oh, I know. There's so much stuff I didn't even get to ask you about and talk to you about. And
I would say... We'll do it again. But this time, hey, you got to... where's David? Come on my show. We'll do Freestylebender.
Absolutely.
Easy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I won't be able to get to New Zealand. But,
no, when I'm here, like somewhere, I'm sure somewhere else in the States we'll link up again.
Yep.
Maybe
or maybe
LA.
next fight. Like that's the thing. Like I love. Turn the cameras off.
Yeah, so be like, okay, welcome to the MightyCap. Like he's just like, hey, so you guys just got done. Like there's a fucking energy.
Got done having Israel Adesanya. Welcome to the Mighty Recap, is where we recap everything and we digest what we just had with our guests. And we just had Israel Adesanya on the podcast. Did 3 shots of Terramana. Shout out to The Rock. Man, what an amazing human being. Oh, here's my host. He's finally back from Thailand, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, Michael. How was Thailand?
It was awesome. Brought home a gold medal.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, my first ever pro boxing win.
He said pro boxing.
That was fun. Yeah.
So first, what an amazing human being for like him giving back to the project him and his family were doing to provide housing for people in his hometown. I believe he didn't really be specific where he's building the projects at, but absolutely amazing for him to do that. And just dope ass down to earth guy, right? Like super chill, super good energy, very humble, no ego. I love every bit of it.
No, I was gonna say that was my favorite part too. Is not necessarily a moment of like, oh, when he said this or that, but it was more of like the mutual respect the second he walked in the door. Because I'm not going to name names, but we've had times where we're like, man, that was weird. Like that just felt like that. We might as well have been just like 2 journalists and not Demetrious Johnson. But you could tell right away there was actual respect and not fake respect. And you say it all. You weren't just saying it to him either. He's one of maybe your favorite fighter. If he's fighting, like I'm going to watch this.
Yeah. If Izzy's fighting, I'm watching. Right, like when he lost to Sean Strickland, and obviously he's about to fight whoever's next, Sean Strickland or DDP. I'm always gonna watch, and I just always appreciate his style because he's honest. He cuts the mold of like what people were to say. Obviously he's from New Zealand, so when he's saying the N word, all the stuff, where in the States people will get offended. Right. But for me, I grew up in the 90s. So if you call somebody the F word, not fuck, the term where you like men or whatever it may be. And we even talked about, oh, it's okay. Like that's the era that I grew up in. Right. Like if you called somebody this, It's fine. I'm not gonna bat an eye. You do it now, it's like, oh, I can't believe you said that. Shame on you. Right?
Maybe I'll edit it out of it. No.
Look at him. Why don't you edit shit out? But it was just cool. And that's one thing I love about this journey that we're on, right? Is like we are a podcast and I'm not worried about his next fucking fight. Obviously, we're going to cover it. I'm not worried about, I'm not trying to get the first scoop of like, oh man, you're about to fight. Who are you going to fight next? Who are you going to fight next? Who are you going to fight next? I actually care about like, I didn't know he started in karate, right? He did karate. Then his mom pulled him out of karate. And then the next thing he did was Muay Thai. And then 6 weeks from his Muay Thai debut at the gym, he has a fucking smoker fight. Like, that's absolutely crazy. He didn't wrestle in high school. I didn't ask him if he played rugby, right? There was enough time for me to figure out. So I'm assuming he just did Taekwondo and then he danced and then he joined a Muay Thai gym and he had his first smoker fight in 6 weeks. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. And to break the fourth wall a little bit, so we did this interview 9:30 a.m. UFC 300 morning.
Yep.
So no, it was awesome of him to come here. He's doing Ariel Helwani after this, so he was. You know, he's going to probably do another hour interview, but he was still thought it was a good call on his part of being like, we got to do it in person.
Oh, yeah.
If you did it, even with, and by the way, shout out to his amazing crew that were also here. And that's why I wanted his editor to be on camera, because sometimes those guys don't get the credit, but I'll say it right now, 100% we're influenced by them. I'll send the invoice after this. No, they're not.
Sit of your cut, not my cut. Okay?
No, but really, like their YouTube is just, that's the way to do like an MMA YouTube, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Everything is so interesting. Whenever they post, it's like, I got to see this. Like, don't post too often, but when they do, super high level work.
Yep.
So I can't say enough.
And it's funny when you talk about the YouTube, I actually go there and watch the videos. I give the man a like. I like his thing, and then I even
go right now at Freestylebender.
Yes,
go right now. Even though we don't need to say it, that dude's. I think he's fine. I think he's past. He needs to do it for us. We got to get that million mark.
I think in the YouTube space, I don't know how many people actually go and watch YouTube. I don't know that actual number, but I'm sure it's some fucking astronomical, like 8 billion or whatever it may be. But we have 500,000 subscribers, and maybe 10% of those subscribers don't know about Izzy Adesanya, right? Because I'm also in a gaming space. So if you guys aren't subscribed to Izzy Adesanya's Freestylebender, go do yourself a fucking favor and go subscribe to him. But I always go to his videos and like him and also comment as well, just because I want to show love to him and I love what he's been able to do. And like when I saw the YouTube video of him and his father talking about like, I don't want Izzy to be broke when he's done fighting, right? Like to hear somebody in his corner say that and then build those housing projects in his hometown or wherever they're building them at, I was like, this is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and one thing I want to talk about, because we didn't, as you said, we didn't really care to ask about, you're fighting Dricus Duplessis, but I do want to ask you right now, that's going to be the next fight for the middleweight title.
Yep.
What are your thoughts, without giving away too much, because I know you're going to be team Izzy Adesanya.
100%.
Nothing against Dricus. I actually hope we get him on the MightyCast, but you're going to be rooting for Izzy. So
I will say this, before he left, we went outside. We started chopping it up.
Yeah, that's what I was referencing.
We started chopping it up, and what we just discussed a little bit. I'm a lot more happier. I don't know if that's even a correct way to English term. I'm a lot happier what we just discussed out there than I was after he got that fight in Sean Strickland, right? I think his headspace, him taking the time off and being in the scene in mixed martial arts and him being ready, coming back out and talking about like, hey, I'm ready to fight again. I'm a lot happier where he's at now than where he was before, if that makes sense. And when I say that is because we're exchanging words out there and he can wrestle. He's a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He knows when I was actually shocked when he says, you hit him with the bow and arrow. And I was like, yes, I did. And I was like, I'm actually shocked that you knew what that was, right? Because there's a lot of guys in mixed martial arts. If you ask Calvin Gastelum, who's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, if you ask him, hey, what was the move that DJ hit the heavyweight division guy on? He'll be like, oh, I don't know.
After this, I'm gonna send it. We'll send it to Kelvin, and I'll show the text. On
No.
here.
You gotta do it live. No. Don't send him a text.
Oh, do it when I have him in studio.
Have him when you do it in the studio.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Hey, what move is this that did you hit on him, right? But when he said that, I was like, you are knowledgeable. You are. But then, like, this is where I love about myself and my mind, how I think. Because, I can't sit here and say, Josh Burnett was just on the Era Hawani podcast, and he says, you don't see a lot of true mixed martial artists nowadays, right? You see a lot of guys who are good in one spot in mixed martial arts, and they don't have to deviate from what they're good at to display if they are true mixed martial artists, right? And when I look at Izzy Adesanya, I can't say that he's not a true. I feel that if I'll say Izzy Adesanya is not a true mixed martial artist, I feel that that's a lie, because he does know how to wrestle. He does know how to grapple. He has amazing stand-up. He has amazing Muay Thai. He just doesn't choose to use it to his benefit when he's fighting, right? Josh Barnett says, well, Izzy's not a true MMA guy because he never looks to take somebody down. He never looks to submit them. He never looks to do X, Y, and Z. But that's why I had to ask him on the podcast. I was like, well, you can do that, but you choose not to, or you don't have to, right? Obviously, when he fought Sean Strickland, I think if he would have used his wrestling, I think the outcome of the fight could have been different. But, that's why I find myself struggling, because I feel as I talk to Izzy, he knows the curriculum of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He knows the curriculum of wrestling. He knows the curriculum of a full mixed martial artist, to where a lot of people out there don't. So it was kind of interesting to ask him about that. And when he says, yeah, you hit him with the bow and arrow, I was like, Jesus Christ, I didn't know you fucking know that.
No, I was surprised to hear that too, and I think that's my overall thing. Is it's crazy the similarities. First of all, between you two, but then it almost. Have you seen Shaun of the Dead, where where they meet the crew and there's like a parallel? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That is exact. You guys didn't get to see behind the scenes, but it was even like our crew, like his brothers kind of plays my role, and then we have Nick. You have to get in the.
Come here, Nick. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to introduce you guys to Nick. This is our good man Nick. He makes all of the nice videos when it's like, when we're breaking down. We just did the final predictions of UFC 300. Obviously this can be posted whatever, but when you see the B-roll of all of the athletes coming into the video that I'm talking about,
the smooth editing,
that is our good man
If there's
Nick.
any like editing that's not basic of me just trying to get it done, it's gonna be Nick. So they also have a guy where it's more of a dynamic of his brother. His name's David, right?
David, I believe David.
Yeah. So his brother is more of like the producer, the filming everything, and then they had an editor with them who's super talented. He's like, I don't know how to film anything. I'm purely an editor, and it's even cool. I know he's taking care of them, that they're even out here.
Dude,
like
his fucking boy's got an AMG from the fucking YouTube money. Where's our fucking AMG? Where's Nick's AMG?
After this, this better get a fucking million views, at least a million, and then right after that, I'm gonna buy like a nicer chain. I'm gonna get look at your watch. What watch is that again?
This is a Audemars Piguet.
Here, show it in this next one.
This is a Audemars Piguet. This is 18 karat yellow gold right here. It's black ceramic. I love watches. Watches for me, when I got into mixed martial arts, my good friend Tyron Willie was like, dude, you gotta be able to, accentuate your outfit. So now I'm fucking,
Can you describe what watch did Adesanya have, and how much would you estimate that it was worth?
So Izzy had on a yellow two-tone, a stainless steel two-tone Sky Dweller Rolex. That is Rolex's most sophisticated movement because it's a 2 time zone. It's also a calendar watch. So all these watches, when they get to the higher echelon of the brand, it does multiple things, where usually watches just tell time, but when you have a Sky Dweller, it can tell you time of 2 time zone, and also tell you the date, and also tell you what year that we're in. Well, excuse me, not year, but what month it is. So if a rough estimate, I would say retail, which is authorized dealer, will probably be around like $22,000-$25,000. Probably aftermarket, and especially since it's Izzy Adesanya and it was gifted to him by His Excellencies. Even like you have to look at the thing. When I look at stuff as that, this is my watch, right? This is Demetrious Johnson, Mighty Mouse. This is my watch. I got it brand spanking new from Happy Jewelers. I'm the only person who's ever worn this watch, so there's a little more value. So for his watch to be gifted from your Excellencies, it's gonna have more value than your standard third-party market. So if anything, it could be a $35,000 watch that he has on. All in all, I think absolutely amazing MightyCast with Izzy. I wish we could go even longer. I'm gonna jump on his show. Hopefully we can continue the same vibe. I almost feel like I'm gonna fly out to his fucking New Zealand to do do his show with him. Just because
it's just funny. We'll switch. It's like Shaun of the Dead all over again.
Yeah, I know, right?
Nick, add the Shaun of the Dead B-roll so that add the scenes so they know what I'm talking about. But we'll switch roles. Like we'll go there and I'll get the behind the scenes, and then they'll have the sick badass setup like this. And no, I'm down. Let's do it. Let's Volkanovski. Let's call out Volkanovski. We want him on the Mighty. Yeah, you look in there and tell Volkanovski.
Alex Volkanovski, I want you on the MightyCast. I don't give a fuck about your fighting career. I want to talk about your fucking rugby career. Also, your fucking cooking stuff. I actually love it when you're doing your cooking stuff. And obviously you have a beautiful wife, beautiful children, and talk about, there's a couple things you said about in your mixed martial arts career, like if you're not competing, you're going crazy. So I would love to have you in the MightyCast and just vibe out, man, my friends. Yeah. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, another amazing episode with Izzy Adesanya, Stylebender. Go give him a follow on YouTube and on his Instagram. And, as always, we appreciate every single one of you guys watching it. 500,024 subscribers at the time of filming here. Very proud of my man, Michael Wandover. Very proud of Nick. Everything that you guys see that we do it out of the passion and the love of covering the sport of mixed martial arts. And not just mixed martial arts, but just in combat in general and making it content. All this stuff, we spend our own money to be able to provide the best content to you guys. So leave a like, subscribe. I am your host and my co-host, Michael Wandover. I am your host, Demetrious Johnson, Michael Wandover, and one of our editors, Nick. Make sure you like, subscribe. Also hit the fucking bell to know when we go live. We're out. Cheer. Well, damn. Don't edit that out and keep that there. He's like, you.